On a Zoom with me, Chase Elistad, Jed Webster, Nathan Brown from New City. Now, guys, I overheard some things when I went to the Neon Dreams show that you were performing at, and they ranged from, "Do you think if I asked him out, he would go?" to, "Do you think if I dressed like him, she would go out with me?" So I've got to ask you, how was South Africa?
It's been wild, like absolutely wild. We didn't know what was gonna happen when we landed here, but it just kept getting funner and kind of crazier at the same time. So I think we've just embraced it. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but
we're having a good time right now.
It's been a great experience.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
And it kind of culminated in this giant show in Potch. Am I saying that right?
Potch, yeah.
We weren't expecting to be playing in front of 8,000 people. And we were lucky to share the stage with Francis Van Coke and Casey Lowry and Neon Dreams. And there's this big draw. And the shows before that were amazing, but like 200, 300 people. We go to Potch, there's 8,000 people. And it was the perfect way to end the tour. Like the absolute best probably day of my life. So I've been having so much fun here. We all have been, honestly. And I think that's kind of why we extended the trip, why we're filming a music video here now, and why we're looking at like apartments to rent.
We're basically move here.
Well, we're gonna post up from time to time.
Yeah.
So.
What is it with
that's
Canadians and South Africa? Because like Neon Dreams also just kind of moved in and never left.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think maybe there's just some kind of like love affair between the two places that people aren't talking about. I don't know. But even like Neon Dreams, they kind of taught us that this was possible too, to just like get out of Canada. I mean, we've done a bit of stuff between USA and Canada and sort of the markets around there, but it wasn't really on our mind to like jump all the way out here until they were like, you got to come. Like, you don't, what Frank told me, he was like, these guys are going to love you. You just have to come and play. And honestly, like having Frank and Casey and those kind of like bigger shoulders to lean on as we toured and to teach us what South Africa's like, it was such a special trip that I think none of us are going to forget it. A bunch of us got Lecker Joel tattooed on us together. I don't know. This is a serious dumbest tattoo or the best one. I don't know.
This is a serious love affair.
This is real. Yeah. This is a romance.
And was a lot of you guys, so just in case you have no idea what's going on, New City was touring with Neon Dreams and Casey Lowry over the last couple of weeks in South Africa. Neon Dreams have officially now gone home, but they've left New City behind in their place, and hopefully we're going to see more. But when we were at the gig, it surprised me how many of you guys were drinking brandy and Coke.
We never used to drink it until we came here, and now it's like a thing.
Judd can even say it properly.
Oh, dude, wow. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about the backstory, because I think a lot of us were introduced to you through this tour. How did you guys come about? How did you meet? How long have you been together? And what was the early stages of New City?
So Nate and I have been in bands ever since we're probably like 15 and 16. And
BFFs.
Yeah. But yeah, so we ended up moving to Toronto because that was kind of the place that we felt we needed to be to grow our career. And I mean, we've been with Chase for 3 years now.
I think it's 3. The pandemic just was a tornado. Like
it was.
So that's kind of, we came together just before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Us 3 together, writing music, not really knowing what we were gonna do completely. And we ended up making like 3 albums. Just because we were locked down. We couldn't go to another friend's house. We were locked together. And we had all of our equipment. So we were like, screw it, let's do a lot more than we thought we were gonna do. Just because there's nothing else to do, to be honest.
That was definitely the outlet during the pandemic, which turned out very productive, because this whole album was literally like mainly written and produced in the lockdown.
Wow.
By us.
Yeah, by us in our living room in Toronto.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely had some help from some friends and all that stuff. But when we came down to it, we always ended up finishing our mixes ourselves and
Literally in our living room.
yeah. Sometimes I mean we were working in that church the one time.
Yeah. Interesting place.
We were moving around Toronto into some random places to get a bit inspired and sometimes some magic happens when you least expect it. Like when we're just having fun together. We've learned to just jam, like not go in there with a plan. Like we set up a microphone, have fun, we'll bring in other musicians and just see what happens. Like there's no rules to this. We're making music. Like
So, you know, every time I interview an artist, you guys all use the pandemic to be creative, and the rest of us use the pandemic to get really day drunk and fat. And like every time I speak to an artist, I just feel worse about my life choices because I'm like, I could have done a thing. I could have written a book or something, but instead I drank my weight in red wine and watched daytime TV.
That's not a bad way to spend.
we're not gonna say that we weren't drinking when we were writing.
Okay,
We were
okay.
having fun when we were writing. I think that comes out in some of the songs too. Like our title track is called that's the first one on the album is called Wasted.
Yeah.
That's the first one we played at every show. It's just called Wasted. And that's because that's kind of what happened during the pandemic too. And I think we were on that vibe maybe the first year of it. And then I literally I stopped drinking like for a good chunk of the pandemic. And then I kind of came back into it as it was ending. And I don't know. We just like really got focused on making music, producing it. And I think that was the coolest thing. Because before we were thinking we had to use all these other people, you know, to get that extra production or whatever you think you needed. But you can do it yourself. Like if you just work hard enough at it.
Double down on yourself.
Yeah. Double down on yourself. Everyone's got a computer today.
So this was going to be my next question, right? Everyone in the pandemic was either day drinking or they were downloading software and becoming producers in their bedrooms or their living rooms. Is it possible to become a Neon Dreams or a New City or a David Guetta from your living room, never having ever done it before?
We were talking about this earlier. Like
that's where it starts always.
Like 1,000,000%. Yes, you can do that. And there's so many tools now that it's almost like if you wanted to do it, you'll get it done because it's just there's so much information. You can learn how to produce, you can learn how to songwrite.
YouTube's your
But the thing that we learned after being trapped so much was just it's so much fun to go play in front of people. So I guess went through that whole process. We have the music ready and now we're just on the other side of it where we just want to do the live show.
Just want to share it with people
and stay on the road for maybe ever. I don't know. But definitely come back here because this has been the funnest tour that we've ever done.
For sure.
And the most special one too. So I think we all like love South Africa now.
We really do.
There's no question about that. And we're trying to extend it again. And you never know what's gonna happen. But I don't know. Maybe I'll end up living in Cape Town.
What about Joburg, guys? Why does everyone always choose Cape Town? Cape Town's not really South Africa. It's like
Joburg.
South Africa.
Oh, we'll be back. I think the thing with we didn't get to see enough of Joburg because we were like in and out of the venues. So I know there's a lot of stuff we got to do around there, and we'll be back for sure. And I hope there's some locals that can show us around and like show us more about Joburg because I think that it'd just be foolish. Like we didn't do the Kruger Park. We went on a safari somewhere in between. Where was it? It was like by Port Elizabeth. And I don't think it was a safari. It was like a game drive. And you know, the lions were in a cage, like all this kind of stuff. So we want to go out and experience like a bit more of Africa. And I think there's no chance we're not coming back to Joburg to play, to write. We're collaborating with some Afrikaans artists now and producers too. So I don't know. This has just started. This is for us. South Africa is like a romance that has begun. Like we're in the first stages of it.
You guys are so poetic. You like no wonder your songs kick because you guys are like.
I'm being honest. It feels that way. Like
it does. Yeah, it is special. It just feels special.
Nathan, I want to talk a little bit about how you happened upon Neon Dreams, how that relationship happened, and how you ended up here with them.
Well, so we know the boys from Canada. They're from actually the province over from us. So like what, 17-hour drive?
Yeah.
Tops, maybe less.
From Toronto,
From Toronto. Okay, so
Yeah.
like
4 hours from New Brunswick.
4. Yeah.
Everywhere is a 17-hour drive in Canada.
So we've known the Neon Dreams guys for a minute, and we've always we've seen them do their first South African tour. We were blown away by it. We wanted to be a part of it. Just the timing didn't line up. And actually, this Canadian tour happened first, and then their manager was like, "Hey, you can also jump on this South African part of it."
Like, yes.
And we're like, "Yes, please!" Like,
We just had to
they would
figure
love
it
to have
out.
you. Like, and like the boys at Neon Dreams, like Adrian has become a very close friend in my life and like a mentor almost. With my drumming.
Same with me and Frank and Adrian. It's been like
They're the homies.
They're the homies.
they kind of nurtured us through this whole thing and like taught us about South Africa while
Yeah.
also just like
Going
giving us
through it.
kind of like some guidance in how to,
Yes.
like best, not just perform for the crowd, but they have so much experience here
Yeah.
that it was like a godsend to be touring with them here. And it just made it better that they were friends from back home. That was like I don't know, it makes it all the sweeter.
Yeah.
I think that relationship's gonna last for the next
Yeah.
100 years too. So I think you'll see us
You're gonna
back
live
on
to
tour
100.
together. I'm gonna live to 126.
I'm
No.
going for 85.
But they've really helped lead us through this experience, and they had so much patience with us, so much like just everything.
We're always trying to push our sets longer or something like that. There's like
they've had a
funny
lot of
things
love
that
for us, and we appreciate that a lot. So I can't wait for the next one.
No, neither can we. But you're not leaving, so it's okay. We'll get a next one pretty soon.
Yes.
The next one is next week.
Yay! In Joburg,
Yeah.
right? Joburg.
We might be doing like a concert from this Airbnb hotel
In
thing
Cape Town.
with Casey as like kind of a private show. Inviting some friends and some people over and all that. So I mean, there could be that one more show while we're here. And
Details to come.
yeah, it's very like thrown together, but it's coming together. So
It'll be a vibe. A
The
jolt.
best ones always are. I'm in Cape
Yeah.
Town next week, so we must definitely do some Cape
Yeah,
Town
let's
things.
connect when you're here.
Let's go.
Okay, but you also did drop, and like, if you don't want to tell me everything, you don't have to. But you just dropped that you're working with some Afrikaans artists. How is that going to work, and who?
Oh, so we ended up, so even you'll meet him a little when we perform.
Okay.
One of our friends, Liam Berger. And then, he's here with us right now.
He's literally in the house.
Yeah, he's literally in the house.
Hi,
upstairs.
Liam.
And then after the last show, we also met like Francis Van Coke, and then I was connecting with Dolph. And it seems like there's going to be some writing happening potentially with all three, Casey, us, and Dolph. And we're trying to just do some cool, fun things that are unexpected. So maybe it'll just be like having Afrikaans lingo or swang, like some slang or something in it.
Who knows what could happen?
Because none of us can really pronounce any of this stuff properly. Like
Joel.
he loves saying Joel all the time.
Joel, like a Joel.
In Brandewijn.
I don't
What is
know
that?
Yeah. I
Brandy.
can't roll my R. Like,
Brandy. Brandewijn.
wait, do your brandy.
Brandy.
Brande.
Brandy.
Brandewijn means burny wine. It burns you
Oh.
when you drink
It does.
burning
Yeah.
wine.
Wow.
Burns your soul.
It smacks. It hits. You feel it.
So okay, so collaboration possibly, not leaving hopefully anytime soon. What is next? So you're obviously working on when I saw you performing, you said you told us that there were songs that hadn't been released yet. Are they an EP? Are they an album? Okay, go.
I'm just excited because this whole time we've been filming a music video from our live performances.
Yeah.
And we have one song that's unreleased that we've been playing last in our set, and we'll have a video for that. And then we're gonna have another video that's more of like a compilation of all the fun, crazy. I'm not gonna say the crazy stuff that we did. And it's like us sometimes backstage, sometimes us falling in pools. It's just us having fun in South Africa, and that's the song that we're gonna end up playing for you guys later today. Let Go. So we're excited for that.
Okay,
So that's
last
gonna be
question.
the South African trip that we took as well.
So when you come to Joburg, I would love to be your tour guide for at least some of the time that you're here. But I live in a very small, very Afrikaans town. It's called Brakpan. And we have the best brandy specials. The best brandy specials. You get two double brandies for $30 kind of specials. But those specials lead to something called langarming, which is like an Afrikaans dance. Have you heard of it?
No,
I have not, no.
Okay, so if you want to make Afrikaans music, you need to ask Liam about Soki Music, and he will show you a langarm video, because that is what you're going to be doing with us in Brakpan.
Okay, you have to send me that, because I want to look into it. You have to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna be practicing every day.
please.
Okay, so New City, before you do your performance, do you have anything that you want to say to your South African fans, the ones that have now like fallen in love with you and wants to marry you and have your children, apparently?
Those ones.
That we love them very dearly.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we will not be gone very long.
And we're gonna miss you too. Like I could almost shed a tear, like just thinking about leaving. It seems kind of wrong, because like when you have that good of a time, why end it, you know? So
Such a lucky Joel.
yeah, it's
Yes.
full circle. It really has been that, and a whole lot more. And I think we have a special place in our hearts, like for your country, for your people, for the way that you embrace music.
Yeah, this is just the start for us in South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a promise now. Hey, you're either going to stay or come back. So hopefully
Exactly.
someone's watching and they'll extend your visa and your trip. And
Someone adopt us. Let them
Yo,
let us
pass-
live in your
Pass the
shed or something.
Choop. I know this one.
That's
oh wow, wow, guys, you have really been indoctrinated in South African culture.
I've been chooping the whole time.
Okay, so do you want to get Liam and introduce what you're gonna perform for us?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, I'll go get Liam. See you guys in a second.
While he's getting Liam, have you guys obviously you've listened to some South African music and you were introduced to Majozi and French and Coke and the guys that we love. Have you taken, or are you gonna borrow any of that like South African sound that you've picked up?
Yeah, we've
Jay's
already
been making beats,
I've
right?
already been making like I'm a piano.
I've been dancing
beats.
totally different now too.
There's gonna be a lot of influence, honestly.
Oh,
It's already influencing us and like the stuff that we're creating now. So
Wow, you come to South Africa and you pick up I'm a piano. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm obsessed with that music,
Yeah, well-
honestly.
Hello,
So I
Liam.
think I have friends here. We got Liam Berger with us.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, the floor is yours.
All right. The song we're gonna play for you is called "Let Go." It's the last song on our album, so if you go and check it out, go to the very bottom.
Listen all the way through though.
Listen all the way through, but you know, sometimes we like to save some cool things for last. So.
Yeah.
We should tune this. Wait 1 second, because we didn't tune. Okay, just
Is this live?
okay.
Spin those vibes in.
Okay, we got it. Okay.
Let's do this.
I blow smoke, she drinks wine. We go out to unwind. Out here, I don't know. Out here, I don't know. In the night, you can find people losing their minds. Out here, I don't know. Out here, I don't know. We put the fire get away. They try to tell us it's not okay. Now look for trouble, this comes our way. No shame in struggle, we put our way. Woo! And I just wanna let go. Got this feeling I should let go and fall into the night. Falling out of sight.
flashing my mind. It gets better each time. Out here, I don't know. Out here, I don't know. Dreamt it all in the night. Y'all know when it feels right. Out here, I don't know. Out here, I don't know. We played the fire to get away. They try to tell us it's not okay. Not looking for trouble, this comes our way. No shame in the struggle if we do it our way. Woo! And I just wanna let go. I got this feeling I should let go and fall into the night. Falling out of sight. And I just wanna let go. I got this feeling I should let go and fall into the night. I'm falling out of sight. We put the fire to get away. And they try and tell us that it's not okay. Now that for trouble, this comes our way. No shame in the struggle if we do it our way. 1, 2, 3. Woo! And I just wanna let go. I got this feeling I should let go. And I'm falling tonight. I'm falling out of sight. And I just wanna let go. I got this feeling I should let go. And I'm falling tonight. I'm falling out of sight. And I just wanna let go. I just wanna let go. And I don't care where I go. Yeah, I just wanna let go. And I just wanna let go. And I just wanna let go. And I just wanna let go.
Dude, that was even better acoustic on Zoom. I mean, the performance was insane, but that was amazing. Thank you so much for gifting us again with the song. And listen, if you're listening to this or if you're watching this and you haven't seen them live yet, if you ever have the opportunity, please do, because they are firecrackers on stage. Like legit, you guys put on a really, really good show. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you again soon. And then hopefully you can come and bring your music into my studio.
Yeah, that would be amazing. We would love to send you some music. That'd be amazing.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's a given. And Liam, when are you coming to visit me?
Very soon, very soon.
We're gonna show up with them.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah,
coming
but you see,
together.
I think Liam's kind of ditched me like left, right, and center here. Now that you're with him, now I can like grab him and be like, yo, dude, where's the music? Bring it.
Yeah.
Send the music.
We'll make sure he's on it.
We might make some stuff with them too over this trip.
Yeah,
We might right after this interview,
Yeah.
honestly. So
Yes.
Nice.
we're really excited to be here with him. Man.
He's a beauty. He's a
Yeah.
beauty.
Shout out Liam.
Shout out Liam.
Beautiful man.
Oh, you guys are so nice. Listen, Liam, before I say goodbye, I told the guys that when they're back in Joburg, I'm going to bring them to Brakpan, but they're going to have to know what soki is in Langarm. So you're going to have to do some education.
We can try and teach you how to windsurf.
Okay. Just drink some brandy, go Windsor, and watch out for sharks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. On 3, I think we should end this with Laka Joel. 1, 2, 3.
Laka Joel!
Let's go.
Thank you guys so much. This is so fun.
Look at this.
Look at this
tattoo.
shit.
Look at this.
I got it tattooed on me.
I saw your tattoos the other day. I was like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
Wow. Wow. Guys, thank you so much for this, Liam. It was nice to see you as well.